Hey everybody, and welcome to the live stream today. And of course, there we are. That's a bit of shot there. Hey, hope you guys are doing well out there. Super sunny again here in New Zealand, down under, and enjoying the weather. It's pretty cold. We've got a few people in the house, so we're going to talk about that. The market's all pumping still, making potential. We have a really good weekend. We're going to look at Pulsechains too. Our Pulsechain movement got stalled by some whales. So we're going to talk about that briefly as well, and hopefully we'll get back on track over the weekend while all the rest of the market is pumping. And in any case, gives you a chance to DCA and pick up a bit more when the whales are at play on Pulsechain. So let's see who's in the house here. We've got Shirley Fortress says, hello, Superman. Stay blessed. Absolutely. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. You too. And of course, Lights Beneath in the house with the Alpha. How are you today? Very good. The sun is shining and the markets are pumping. Can't be much better than that in crypto. And of course, the ultimate strategy, Hex, EHEX, PLSX, incentive for the win 100%. When the whales are selling, that means you can buy up, and that's pretty much it. So, way to go. We got Brennan in the house as well. Hey, super, good to see you, Brennan. Yeah, your TA was playing out pretty well until the whale got involved. We had a couple of larger account holders as well, so we're going to talk about that as well. Let's get straight into it without further ado. It is currently, what time is it? It is Saturday here in good old New Zealand, 12:30 p.m. in the afternoon. And I guess it's still in the United States, still Friday. So we're going to be looking at the results for Friday for the stock market. And of course, what time is it there in New York? It's currently, what is it, about 6:30, is it? 6:30 in New York, and maybe 3:30 in the morning in LA. Currently in London, it is 11:30. Is it? Yeah, 11:30. This is yesterday. Yes, it's all yesterday there as well. So still Sunday, I guess it is. What day is it? Saturday. Still Friday, I should say. Still Friday. Boy, I'm losing my days here in crypto land. All right, let's get to it. Bam, let's go. Let's see how the stock market did for Friday. And we saw the US stocks shake off Powell's hawkishness there. So the US stocks had a bit of a better day today and shaking off Powell's, that's the chair of the Fed, hawkish comments about interest rates. In other words, potentially having another rate hike or just leaving the option open in any case. And that the US stocks rallied because of the tech stocks. That's pretty much it. We've got the Dow Jones, the top industrial, 30 industrials in the United States, at 1.15%, almost over 390 points, back over 34,000, so 34,283, looking pretty good there. And S&P 500 is up 0.5%, up 67 points to 4,400. Really nice move there. Remember that Fundstrat, Tom Lee, is talking about 4,800 by the end of the year. So that's getting it back on track. NASDAQ there is up 2%. Really strong day, up 276 points. NASDAQ now at 13,800 on the NASDAQ with all the tech companies doing well. Now, we did get some mixed results around the Fed governors and speakers. So some Fed speakers opt for less hawkish remarks following Powell's speech. And Atlanta Fed President Raphael Bostic said Friday he believes the Fed will get to its 2% target, however, without us having to do anything more. So we got the federal funds rate at 5.5%. So they're not doing anything more. It's good news for us. As the full impact of the rate hikes delivered needs more time to filter through the economy. The remarks were in contrast to Powell's remarks on Thursday when the Fed chair said the Fed was not confident they had reached sufficiently restrictive level of rates to bring down inflation. Despite the clear messaging, however, investors have only modestly increased expectations for a rate hike in January from as low as less than 1% to 19% probability. If it's 19, that's a much higher number, but still only 1 in 5, right? The rebound in the broader market was underpinned by the big rally in tech, led by Microsoft Corporation, pretty much. So that is kind of the news there. Let's have a quick look at commodities. We've got, let's have a quick look at the oil prices there. We've got crude oil for West Texas. That seems to be up 2%. Hopefully that doesn't change them. $1.50 to $77. And Brent oil there is up 1.9% at $1.53 to $81.54. So definitely a big day for the oil prices there. Gold is pretty much down 1.5% at $30 or $29 there. You're close to $30 at $1,940 per ounce there. And silver is down 2.8%. Wow, silver has been having a bit of shave off lately, down 64 cents to $22.26. And like I said, I'm not really expecting a big move in silver probably until we get the pivot on the interest rates there, maybe mid next year, right? That's kind of the play. So let's have a quick look at the oil price commentary. Oil prices rose Friday, but we're still heading for a third straight week of steep losses on persistent concerns over slowing global demand. Remember, China and the US, and resurgent fears of rising US interest rates. Both benchmarks are now, I don't know what's happening there. Both benchmarks are now currently down over 5% this week and on course for the longest weekly losing streak since the 4-week drop from mid-April to early May. So, that's good news for inflation, isn't it? With oil prices relatively lower, even despite today's bit of a surge today. Let's go to the Fed monitor there and have a look at the what the market is thinking around the interest rates. We've got 4 weeks and 4 days and 18 hours to go until the final meeting of the year on the 13th of December. And that appears to be, what do we got there? 9.1%. So 9.1% of the market expecting a rate hike there of 25 basis points. 91% still expecting a no change, and I'm in that camp too. Let's have a look at the beginning of next year. Next year, 21% expecting a rate hike of 25 basis points. So far, so good, I think. Looking good there around interest rates. And nice to see some dissension there amongst some of the Fed presidents around being more dovish or less hawkish in any case. So that's kind of cool. It's the stock market's a green. We like that. And of course, the crypto is also green. Bitcoin particularly showing strength as we would expect with the Bitcoin ETFs. And Bitcoin there, $37,449, up 2%. So good news on Bitcoin. And Ethereum there just pulling back a little bit from yesterday. Remember, we got over 2,100. We're just slightly popped below that today at the moment, down 1%. But what we should expect to see if we get some consolidation here is that the ETH should start to move and getting really exciting where Bitcoin, the level of Bitcoin's getting up to. So very, very cool. Now, as you guys know, I wanted to get the 37.5 to 38.5 mark. We've kind of done that. And of course, maybe they'll power us on to 40K. And then we're really getting some excitement for Christmas. That should be pretty cool. Now, we may just have a mini bull run into Christmas. So we're talking about 40 to 50K. Maybe we even, that is the opening salvo for a longer bull market that could play out over, say, the next nine to 18 months, somewhere in that ballpark. So through 3 months past the halving, maybe into the end of next year as well. And that would probably be even more bullish if we get Trump back into power, because these nutters running the United States at the moment have put us into wars, wrecking the United States, and lots of other things. So hopefully we'll get some common sense back in there. All right, at the moment we've got some standouts though. We've got AVAX is up 15% to $14.83, and we've got Solana there up 25% to $57. Remember, some of them are getting backers from some of the big ETF funds, so that's probably helping them as well. We got OKB is also up 20% today, so some standouts there as well. So looking pretty good. That is crypto. Let's move into Bitcoin quickly. Bitcoin here, look at that. Woohoo! Looking good. And of course, we know we've got a potential end-up window for the Bitcoin ETF closing on the 17th of November. If we miss that, then we've also got the window closing on the 10th of January. So hopefully we'll get some of those 12 ETFs approved, maybe 9 of them potentially by the end of this window, maybe all 12 by the end of window 2. We'll see how we go there with the SEC. But kind of good news here on the old Bitcoin. 37,364, looking pretty good. Yesterday, of course, we got up as high as 37,990 on Coinbase, looking pretty good indeed. Aren't you glad to be here at the right time, right place? We're looking really, really good. We've got a golden cross playing out beautifully. And of course, when you get a bit nervous is when you start to see the potentially of this yellow line starting to curl over, what we call a rollover. We were looking for that. But at the moment, we've got the separation between the 50 EMA and the 200-day EMA here. So we're looking very good indeed. The window of opportunity continues. I've got it going through to at least the middle of January when we may get a budget stopgap. We'll see how that goes too. We're getting closer and closer to the need to deal with that issue. In fact, we're only a couple of days away, aren't we? 7 days away for both the BTC ETF window 1 and, of course, the budget stopgap measure as well. So looking pretty good so far. That is pretty much Bitcoin. And, of course, looking at Ethereum there popped up yesterday. Look at that. Whee! That's what we like to see. Went from, 1,886, got pushed all the way up to 2,131. and currently is at 2,077, just pushed down today. But a nice little retrace after that big pump. That's pretty good. So looking good for the move higher there. The other big news, of course, on the daily on Ethereum is that we've got this golden cross happening here. Wee-hee-hee! The bullishness just gets even more bullish. So that's looking really good as well. So setting up for a really nice Christmas rally here at the moment. And of course, we know November is a pretty good month for crypto as well. So that is pretty much it with the crypto. So stock market up, crypto up, and of course we're going to get into Pulsechain. Before we do that though, let's catch up in the chat. We've got a few more people in the house here. We start off a little bit slow with the people coming in, but they're starting to come in now. Brendan says, let the price run, Wales. Yeah. Well, we've seen it's probably some of the same culprits as my guest, Brendan, impacting the chart the last couple of days. Remember, every time we had Brendan on the other 2 days ago, and then just as we got off, we had some whale manipulator on the chart, and then today we had some whale doing that again, plus a couple other smaller ones. We're going to talk about that when we get to the Pulse chart. We've got Charity in house there. Hi, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, Charity. And I'm sure everyone's enjoying the current climate. Humberto as well. Hi, Superman RH family from Colombia. Good to see you, Humberto. Welcome. Today is 6 months since Pulsechain has been out. Not really. Tomorrow is the 6th day. I've done the math. Tomorrow is the 6th day. We're 1 day short, but I appreciate your enthusiasm that you're front running the day. I've got it day 183. That is pretty much halfway through day 183. We're currently on day 182 at the moment. So yeah, 183 would be that. It'd be like halfway through day 183, technically. Smash the likes, y'all. Definitely smash the likes. We got J Pond in house as well. Good morning, J Pond. Welcome to the chat. And what's up, Superman? Good to see you, J Pond. Let's get on. Let's move on to Richard Hart, the man, the myth, and the legend, and the mystery, and all the rest of them. Let's jump over to Richard Hart here. So Richard Hart put out a couple of tweets today, so it's really not a post, I should say, on X social platform, and it's nice to see him, posting more stuff. And he pushed this out about Poloniex today. He got hacked today for over $100 million US. Not your keys, not your coins, and of course Pulsechain solves much of the counterparty risk problem. And really nice to see him post that out today. So if you're following Richard, of course most of you, if not all of you are, give that a retweet and get the word out, right? You guys play your role. Community plays a big role for sure. All right, so that is from Richard there. We also got another one from Richard around just a little while back too. Not your keys, not your coins is a great saying. Beware that there's still no your coins. If you only know a key, you have knowledge, not possession. This is easily proven by thinking about what happens if someone else learns the key too to your wallet. So there we are. That is from Richard there, and had a good coverage on that. 26,000 views on that one. So nice to see Richard tweeting out, which leads us into Pulsechain itself. Day 182 results. So technically we got 6 months is the day we're about to start. So probably in another 12 hours from now, we'll be exactly 6 months. So getting there. And at the moment, we've got Pulse there at quadruple 0713, down 5.17% at the moment, impacted by this whale and some larger holder manipulations there, or at least sell downs in some case. But definitely feels pretty weird when we look at the price structure. You'll see what I mean. 71% of the sacrifice price at the moment. So that's the mean sacrifice price. Pulsechain as well is at quadruple 0224, down 4.25% at the moment. Currently at 22.5% of the sacrifice price for the mean. So still a long way to go for Pulsechain to get back to that mean price. But the whales are making it a bit harder for us, it seems. We've got the buy and burn is at 548.7 billion. Pulsechain has been bought up and burned. So that is ticking away just as planned. 2.66% of the public supply is now burned through that. So looking good. Is that incentive token down 7.75%, $1.01 and $1.10, I should say. And the ratio now is at 15,503, which looks like it's gone up a bit, is it? No, but that's, or maybe it's just gone down. But that is it. We got over 60 million incentive tokens in supply and 114,000 burned through the TRH protocol. And of course, PHEX there at 1.46 cents, down 6.93% there. And of course, with the bond liquidity, we get these prices going down together. The only difference that we have on a daily basis is whether the relativity changes, depending on whether someone's buying more of something than the others. We got EHEX at the moment is at 0.8 of a penny. So the combined price of EHEX and PHEX is at 2.26 cents yet. So we still haven't managed to get out of the 2 to 3 cent range. We have touched the 3 cent range, but we haven't got out of there yet. So just keep an eye out on that, though. I'm sure we could get suddenly an explosive move, maybe in the days, if not weeks ahead. So just to keep a lookout for that. Currently, 1 PHEX will get you 205 pulse, and 1 PHEX will get you 1.81 EHEX at the moment. So EHEX really has weakened over the last couple of days or so. So that is pretty much it for day 182. Let's have a quick look at the prices here. This is Pulsechain DAI, and we can see that we were doing really well. We were doing really well, but then we got the big larger holders, and particularly one wallet in particular, sent us down. So you can see we're staircasing up, and then of course we came back a little bit there, and then we got this this larger hold action sending us down. You can see the volumes coming in here at the moment, and of course you can actually track that. But what it has done is it has cooled off the RSI on the hourly, which is pretty good to see. And if we look at the 4 hourly there, it's definitely cooled off the 4 hourly. So it can be a good thing, right? It can be a good thing. Nice little pullback here, allows more value, more new buyers to come in and pick up cheaper. And also you've cooled off the RSI a bit, so it allows you to rally up again. So, it's not necessarily the worst thing, but definitely stop the momentum at that stage. We were not quite in overbought territory either on the 4 hourly. And looking at the daily, we were sort of touching that, but we've just come back a little bit there. So that might bode well for the weekend, perhaps, as we try to break out of this range. We kind of have done it, but we got pushed back down really into it. So a bit more work to do to truly break out. And of course, we want to get back to the SEC price, right, which is also the mean price of 0001. So we've got a bit of work to do to that. How much higher is that? That's pretty much 42% to get back up to that pre-SEC and the mean sacrifice price for Pulse coin, the main coin for the layer 1. So that's kind of the play there. Now, if we have a look at the addresses, we can scroll down, have a look at some of the bigger ones here. I'm just going to find one of the main, probably the main culprit in that pullback today, because the rest of the market's moving up, right? And then we get sold off by a larger account. You can see some larger players in here selling out some stuff here. But I'm looking for a particular culprit here today. I'm going to scroll down a little bit more and try and find this account. So we have got obviously some bigger buyers coming in, and let me just see this count. I just want to show you on the chart just so you can see what I mean. It's a little bit easier when you got the visualizations. Here it is, 304 here. I'm not sure whether Dip Catch has done any analysis on this one or anything, but this is the account here. Let's have a look at its impact on the chart. You can see that here. So we're going to full screen this, and you can see this one particular account has been active. Look at that. All those sales, boom, 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 boom. All about 30K or more on the sales with a couple of buys mixed in. But really kept our price chart going up. Once again, though, I guess the positive is that the RSI is cooled off, and you can buy cheaper, and we can break up higher with a bit more of new investors, more diverse investors coming in. So that's kind of the play there as well. All right. Yeah, so you can see a lot of these ones, 50K, 30K, 35K. So a couple of small ones in there as well. Maybe just be a bot account or something like that, or a large holder that's trading. And you can see back here where it was active as well. Always on around these tops from the looks of it, yeah. So that's pretty much it on today's chart. So let me just get rid of that as well. All right, so that is kind of the play at the moment. Let's have a look at Pulsechain. Pulsechain similarly getting pushed down. But we had some nice volume come back in here and push Pulsechain up. We got pushed all the way back up here to quadruple 0288, but we were down all the way down at quadruple 02163. So we had quite a big push down in there. I mean, it's quite a big, move down. It was at 12% on a rising market, so pretty big pull out there. But we're back up again now, and hopefully we'll make a nice little recovery there. The RSI on the hourly has definitely cooled off down to 43, which is good news. On the 45, on the 4 hourly, we're down at 54, so that's good news too. And of course, on the daily there, so look, yeah, just coming off the bottom, just like off the top there, around 70, where we were with Pulse. But of course, we've got more work to do to get back to the pre-SEC price, which is how far. It's remember, this is different from the mean price, not like Pulsechain. Pulsechain, the pre-SEC and the mean price are the same, but on Pulsechain here, we got 40% to get back to the pre-SEC price, up at quadruple 03149. And of course, for the mean price, for the sacrifice price, you can see it's all the way up here on Pulsechain. And so we've got quite a bit of work to do to get back there. If you're patient though, if you're patient and you believe in Pulsechain, then there's a 345% gain sitting there waiting for you if you're patient and you believe in the chain, of course, as we do. All right, so that is Pulsex. Let's jump over to the incentive ratio there, $1.10 at the moment. Quite volatile, as you can see. Let's have a look at the ratio there. It's the one we kind of want to look at. And we can see that we're actually pretty much down near all-time lows there, 15,500 on the old incentive ratio. Moving to PHEX at 1.45 cents there. Man, we had quite a trend there. Look, we got all the way up to, it was on the hourly, we got all the way up to 1.66 cents on PHEX, looking pretty good, but quite the retrace there with the whales at play. But it gives you a chance to pick up more volume in a rising market with a low, cooled off RSI, so that's kind of good news. So we were down 14% on there, with 12% on those other ones, 14% on PX, but we managed to bounce back here a little bit here at the moment. And the RSI definitely cooled off here. Look at this, all the way down to 40. So PX may have the big super run. And of course, we know that Brendan was talking about the other day being a lot more upside on this one here. So PX looking pretty good. Looking at the 4 hourly, should we look at 4 hourly? Let's do that. And 4 hourly, the RSI is at 47. And on the daily there, we're much cooler than Pulse and Pulsex. We're down 58 already. So really looking really kind of cool here on PX here. So this is probably the pick of the litter at the moment, in my view, is the old Hex there, looking very, very good indeed. And we have a look at Brendan's previous one with a 46% up move there, potentiality. So let's see, as a bigger move now, of course, back up to 2.263 cents. So that's kind of the next level. We'll see how we get on. Let me know, Brendan, if those are all still valid. I think they are. Look valid to me. But we're on EHEX there. We're at 0.0079, just under 8 cents of a penny, rising back up there too. Let's have a look at the RSI on EHEX here. EHEX here. So that's not the wrong one there. I want to get the RSI. Let's hit that one. RSI really cool off here, man. 41.2. Not too bad on the hourly. On the 4 hourly, we're still cooled off here at 44. Looking pretty good as Hex, doesn't it? Hex looks like it could really have a much bigger run. And we're at 52 on the daily for EX. Looking really cool. The only thing with EX, does have a few more wildcard variables, like more active whales playing this pool. It's got a small liquidity pool on, of course, on Pulsechain. This is the EX wrap pulse pair. Yeah, definitely got that more volatility in it, as you can see with all these different spikes and the different wicks, I should say, in the candles on the daily. But the upside potentially could be quite good, right? So there we go. The EHEX PX looking pretty good. Now looking at the combined price of EHEX and PX, we're at 2.283 cents at the moment, and we're just cooled off. We're up at 2.5 cents, just cooled off there at the moment. So let's see how we go with that one. And this is InvestX.io, of course. All right, that is it. Let's go over to the validators and look at those results. 50,818 validators, so we're pretty much at all-time highs. We got 1.63 trillion off the market, which is heading towards 11%. So really cool to see that so much pulse off the market there. Going to the gas prices, we're back down at lower gas prices there at the moment, just over 500,000 beats. That's a lot better than we had yesterday and the day before. I think, well, at least yesterday we were up at 1 million, I think, when we did the live show. It's 1 cent for a Pulsex swap at the moment. It is 0.08 of a penny for Pulsecoin transfer and 0.2 of a penny for PRC20 transfer. It is so good to do activity on Pulsechain compared to Ethereum. Ethereum is so expensive. Bitcoin's so expensive. At the moment, with 2,300 times cheaper than Ethereum, it will cost you $25 to do a swap on Ethereum at the moment. $25 to do a swap. So just crazy good over a Pulsechain, and with 2,600 times cheaper than Bitcoin. So really, really amazing stuff on Pulsechain. I love it. I love it. Hope you guys love it too. And of course, we've got the big X upsides, despite some of the whales at play. I think we're probably a bit more susceptible to whales in the chart, but I think the uptrend will win in the end, and that's the play that we're looking at there. All right, we're about to start day 183, which will be the 6th month day, and we're going to report on those results tomorrow for the first 6 months of Pulsechain. But yeah, probably 12 hours the way through. That would kind of be the technically midpoint on day 183. We just finished day 182 results there, which is pretty cool. Now, I just want to quickly talk about Ethereum gas prices. Obviously, Pulsechain's super cheap, but look at what's been happening on Ethereum. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. Yeah, you get the breakout to $2,100 on Ethereum, but look at the gas prices here Wow. So anything that's driven by gas has been super rallying. Some of those things include Zen, for example, which gets driven by gas prices. This is super big. And look at this. Wow. And this explains a big reason why some of those protocols are pumping. So yeah, look at that gas. Wow, super high. We even had it over 250. But at the moment, we've got it probably on the low end at the moment, 30 Gwei, which is not that cheap, right? $25 for a swap, 30 Gwei. So yeah, definitely interesting times we're heading into. And of course, we knew this was coming, right? We knew this was coming. All right, let us move on from there. Let's get into the PRC20s. We're going to talk about those. We're going to sort by liquidity. Before we do that, though, let's get back into the chat and catch up before we get into the top PRC20 charts. Let's see here. Who else has jumped in here? Let's see. We got back up to there. We got Dumberto. I know that much. We got the JPON. We got Pulse Beta in house there. Other tokens doing okay, but XPLS dump again. Too many whales playing games. It does appear that way. Pulse Beta, the Banana Junkie, Zen PZen. Yeah, they've been doing well. We're gonna have a look at quickly. Probably have a look at PZen today. Incentive burn is basically zero at the moment. Sea of Ink is what's it? PVP right now. Yeah, it's pretty much stopped burning. Junkie there. Thanks, Super, says Pudding Guru. You're most welcome. Brennan says that the price charts that we just talked about, those targets that Brennan posted the other day, are still in validation. So looking good, still looking for validation. Nice. We're getting left behind, says Pulse Player. Yeah, it just takes a little while. Like I say, you know, on the positive side, we've got the RSI pullback, cools off, and of course, people get to we get more distribution amongst new buyers coming in and at a lower price. So I mean, that can lift the price back up. We can, in an uptrend, we can continue on. Hex can't break a penny, says the Pulse Player. You're talking about EHEX, yeah, EHEX at the moment. Yeah. We got Brian in the house, our community leader. Sup, folks? Late but made it. Good to see you, Brian. And we got Butch as well. Hiya, folks. And Superman, good to see you, Butch. Welcome to the chat. And a Pumpkin now, their huge cup and handles forming on PLS and PLSX. You can't imagine Hex going back to even half the all-time high in 2024 would put on a lot of smiles. ETH gas is disheartening. Go Pulsechain, absolutely. Some good insights there from Pulse Pumpkin Owl, sorry. All right, let's get back into it. Top PRC 20 category. This is our second category. We've got sorted by liquidity, and you can see by liquidity there, we've got 15% down on PDI at the moment. PDI at 5,189. Made a little bit of a comeback yesterday, remember? PDI. A little bit of comeback in the 2 days there, but definitely has cooled off at the moment. Bam, that is the chart for PDI. Yeah, just cool down a little bit today. What else there? Wrap Bitcoin at $101. So we'll have a quick look at Wrap Bitcoins. It's one of the bigger ones there. Just pretty much chilling sideways, but it is down 6.6% today on the old Wrap Bitcoin. Looking else there, Tropa's down 15% yesterday. So these were all up yesterday, remember? Treasury Bill down 22%, Teddy Bear down 27%. And then, of course, our two big meme coins, SHIB is down 5% there, and Pepe is down 11% at the moment. Everything is pretty much down on the top PRC 20s that I'm following. That's pretty much it. So nothing much to say there about top PRC 20s. What else there? Meme coins. Let's go to the meme coins. Our third category. We've got sorted by liquidity. Everything's pretty much down. Where the ETH goes down 25%, down to $1.49. So I hope you guys exited from that. Of course, that's going down with 9inch at the moment. We're going to talk about that in a second. Mega is down 14%. Reflux is the only one up today, 56%. So let's have a look at Reflux there. There we go. I hope you guys are in. If you guys are in that, let me know. Obviously, I don't endorse any of these particular projects, right? So once again, we're discovering the charts, and they speak for themselves, right? The charts speak for themselves. And of course, you need to know the project upside down. You need to have you need to get to the point where you got a sort of 6 cents for all these projects, right? Which is very important. Axis is down 8% at the moment. It's down at 5,000, which is not doing too bad. I mean, Axis there from the influencer TA guy is at 5,000 there. TA guy sound like something off a Hollywood movie. Hey, that TA guy. That's something, I don't know. Anyway, we'll move on. we got a few others here. Everything is pretty much down here. Pepperlorian is up 17%. So Pepperlorian, so Reflux and Pepperlorian having good days amongst the meme coins here. 4,173. Some of these are meme coins and reflection tokens, sort of a bit of a mix of some of them. but that is at 4,173 for Pepperlorian. Having a little pump there today, so some really new liquidity pumped into there as well. Not too bad. I'm not sure if there's any particular news out about that, but those are the ones doing well, which leads us into the perpetuals. No, it doesn't. It leads us into category number 4, the Pulsechain projects, our main category. We got it sorted by liquidity here, and we're going to actually filter it by 24-hour instead and see what's standing out there. Vemp is up 29%, so that's the Web3 gaming. That's up 29%. They also offer staking yields, pretty high staking yields for Pulse. Pulse Kitten's up 9%. Beetroot's up 3%, and Trust Swap is up 2% there on my Pulsechain projects list. So this is where it's all at the moment. So not a lot happening there. What's the worst? Let's have a look at the worst, actually. Let's do the worst. What's the worst today? Oh, big bonus. So 9 inches down the worst. So 9 inches down, and Communist is down pretty severely too. And maybe some of the TRA protocol stuff as well. Let's have a quick look at 9 inches. Zoom in on that one. Have a look at the charts there. So let's have a look at how that's going. We're going to look by liquidity. So 9-inch Pulse there is down 23%. It's still facing a lot. Oh, whoa. Oh, boy, that's pretty much down to the sacrifice price, right? That's pretty close to it. I had the sacrifice price average at quadruple 0.1567. We're at quadruple 0.1643. We're basically at that at the moment. Let's go have a look at the TVL locked on 9-inch. I know that they were having some issues with DOS attacks and things like that on the site. They put a backup site up and everything like that, but I thought they had addressed those issues. All right, let's have a look here. So let me just connect to make sure I've got the right values. Sometimes you have to connect to get the right values here. All right, let's switch over to Pulsechain. Let me just refresh this one more time. Sometimes when I don't log on, it gives me the wrong number. Okay, yeah, so there we are, corrected it. So Pulse there, they're down. Wow, remember when this had launched the first couple of days, it got up to 25.5 million, I remember that? 25.5 million TVL, sitting at number 3, of course, in the TVL projects on Pulsechain. It is now down to 8.9 million TVL. So that's come down quite a handsome amount there at the moment. So definitely under a lot of pressure is the old 9-inch there. The farms, though, ticking away, are they? Let's have a look here. The yields are all down. They're still very good yields, but they're all down at the moment. And, of course, early on there, you can see liquidity. So what's got the most in there at the moment? 9-inch there, 838,000. That's still doing okay, but the yields are down quite a bit there. The pools, let's have a look at the pools. Pools are looking okay. Well, you still got locked APRs are still looking okay for the meme coins. And then the APRs for flexible are still pretty good, but they're down. Now, obviously, what's the point here? The point you pretty much want to, if you're going to get in, you want to get in when the prices are cheap, right? If you're going to go in that farming, because you've got to kind of time the bottom. What's the bottom here? And is this the bottom? Is this the close to the bottom? I don't know. Is it? We don't know, but it does. That kind of looks like that, or we're going to go lower than the sacrifice price there. Which is definitely plausible at the moment. So we'll see how we get on. But picking the bottom could be pretty good. If you were going to be going into speculating on the price, you could do that. If you were going to wanted to get into the pools nice and cheap, you could do that and then the nice yields. And if the price goes back up, of course, depending on the pair that you're in, you may get all the capital gain side as well. So that's the other thing. But if you're already in the pool and you bought up here, then you're way out of the money, right? You're way out of the money, depending on the pool that you're in exactly. But generally, you're going to be way down there, 71% pullback from that top there as well. We're ignoring the first day, 71% pullback from that top at the moment. So, yeah. All right, so that is the play there at the moment. So, but apparently they had DDoS attack. Looks like they've got through that now. That seemed to be launching okay at the moment. Let's have a quick look at 9MM as well. I wasn't going to do that, but let's have a look at 9MM DEX. Let's have a look here. So 9MM launched their V2 DEX. They're going to launch a V3. They've got obviously a block explorer. They've also got an NFT marketplace going there. And at the moment, so the liquidity has gone up here. What we had about 150,000 yesterday, 175 was it? We're up at 366,000 now. So this is just been a quiet launch, relatively speaking, but seems to have gone a lot smoother. I don't know, but they don't have as many farms and all that sort of stuff, right? So they haven't got all that sort of stuff in here. but definitely it's been a pretty sort of a stealthy soft launch. But they're slowly building. I mean, that's nothing compared to the 9mm, the 9-inch decks. But it's slowly building up there, and maybe sometimes that's the way to success. It's a slow build. We'll see. 43K in volume at the moment. Now, apparently, they have also got Patias routing through as well. So the Dex Aggregator and GoPulse, I think it is. Now, basically, if you end up using Patias and you have a trade go through 9mm Dex, as if that's part of the liquidity that the Dex Aggregator uses on Patias, then you will become part of the airdrop that they're going for 9mm. So that's kind of a cool little extra thing there. If you're not aware of that, if you may end up suddenly in the future having some airdrop and you don't know where you got the tokens from. Well, it's probably because you used Patias and you got some credit for using some of the liquidity potentially. That could be small. I'm not sure how much it's going to be, but that is the place at the moment. So if we sort by liquidity, we've got some weird stuff happening in there with liquidity, but that is kind of the play there. Volume at the moment. Rat Pulse, of course, the top one there in terms of volume. Hex Orange address number 2 as well. So that is not too bad there at the moment. That is looking okay. I mean, they're just slowly building up their liquidity. Still very small by comparison to anything, but it's getting there. So anyway, wow, look at that drama on the streets of Pulsechain today. There we go. What else we got going on here? We've got 9-inch on the Ethereum side is down 36%. So that's been particularly hit even more. Let's go to the daily on 9-inch on the Ethereum side. Wow, look at that. Woohoo! Hot doggity dog. Now, you got to remember, because it's launched on 2 chains, you got this addition added in there at the moment. Still 500,000 liquidity in there, but picking the bottom of these might be quite a good thing. We'll see how we get on there. We're still waiting for the Pulsex farm, and we're still waiting for the Ethereum peers as well. And then, of course, we've got all the other projects going to be launching in different waves coming up, like TRH, for example, on there as well. So they're still coming down the line. What else there? We got BBC token, incentive token, 14 cents at the moment. 14 cents for the incentive token. Wow, look at that. Woo! Hot dog. There we go. Look at that, man. 14 cents. All right, so used to be up at $15. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As Christian would say, yes, sir. That is down at 14 cents at the moment. We're not even going to. Should we measure it? You guys are bad. We're going to measure that. All right, so that we're down 99%. We're sick of 99% charts, but that is where the incentive token is at the moment on that one. All right, so that is some of the cool stuff there. So a quick look at TRH. Actually, let's look at the meme coins quickly. Where the ETH is down, was that down to $1.47? That's performed pretty well. It's been probably my favorite charts in the lead up of 9-inch. It's down at 147 at the moment, so definitely got sold off a little bit there in the day that just finished. That is the yesterday's candle that just closed 8 minutes ago. But let's have a look at some of the others. We've got Paul Pleb. Got Paul Pleb there down a lot. Wow, that's pretty much rode that off as well. And yeah, that's down quite a bit there. 5 zeros, 4,300. And finally, PLD, which actually was in my view, kind of the weakest performer. That's down as well to 0042. So just over 4,200th of a penny at the moment, but got all pushed all the way down to 3,600th of a penny. So those are those at the moment. Not a lot of action there. Action Jackson. Let's quickly have a look at TRH. That is also down. Holy there is down 27%, 17% for Seed. And of course, as you guys know, we're waiting for the V4 for TRH to come out. V4, we're going to talk about that in a minute. Now, looking at a Zen on Pulsechain, which has done pretty well. Let's go to PZen. Let's just do liquidity here. Go to PZen. Got all the way down. I can see how PZen is performing. This has been pretty good, actually. So, yeah, we just closed a big day yesterday. We've got a brand new candle now, but yesterday we got all the way up to 6,500 with 8 zeros in front of it. And look at that. That's a pretty good day on the old PZen. Performing pretty well, actually. We had DBZen Crypto, DBZen NFTs, and a GDZen launch on Pulsechain. So, yeah, if you add up that's pretty cool. We've got 6 different parts of the Zen ecosystem now on Pulsechain, which is cool. We've got Classic Zen. We've got PZen, which is what we're looking at the moment, and we've got Zen NFTs. And then you add in those 3 later protocols. It's performing pretty well. Well done. It's looking good. The other thing, of course, is this the Grays currency. We've covered this before, I think the other day for the first time. I've been tracking it for some time, but we discovered it. And these guys seem to have their stuff together. Doing pretty well, burning more LP tokens from the looks of it. They got a cool DAO. It does really seem to be that these guys know what they're doing, and that chart suggests that they do as well. Look at that thing. They have a pretty tight-knit community on the Grays currency. This token is PTGC, yeah, look at that thing, doing pretty well there. We covered this the other day. Was it 2 days ago? Yeah, so doing pretty well. It's the old PTGC. All right. People are going, I wish I was in that chart. Why didn't I know about that chart? Well, there we are. We're looking at the chart now. So pretty much it. All right. Let's have a quick look at the stable coins while we're here. Coast stablecoin. Oh, it's actually discounted today. It's been at $1 virtually every day. Today, it's definitely weekend off here on the CST. We're pretty much at 1 day parity. Remember, it's always redeemable for $1 in fiat currency, but it can be traded up or down versus $1 on the market. And the biggest liquidity, of course, is in PX, the balancer fork at the moment. But at the moment, it's 97 cents. Got down to 94 cents the day that it was closed. So that is pretty much it on Coast. So not bad at all. And yeah, just the way it goes. We're going to get the Hex Daily Stats, though. Before we do that, though, let's have a look at the roadmap of projects that's coming up. Let's go to that and add in our layers there. And bam, let's do it. All right, there we go. And let's see where we're up on this. We're going to have to stretch this out a little bit. That is kind of our roadmap. Actually, I might have to scratch that. That's our roadmap at the moment. So we're still at the 9-inch sort of tail end of 9-inch rolling out there with the Pulsechain single-side staking and the ETH pairs. That might outboost the TVL. We'll see how that goes, assuming people trust the site, enough. With it's had quite a few UI issues and DOS attacks, but they seem to be back up and running. So they're trying to get that thing up to scratch. So that seems to be ticking away. Sugarbeet, we're waiting for that to launch. So that's coming up there. I've just pushed that out to Sunday, and Fetch Oracle there as well. So Fetch Sugarbeet also going to have a single side staking for rich heart tokens. So that's going to be pretty cool, as well as Beat token and the new one, Sweet token. And some secret stuff that we've never seen in crypto, so we're waiting for that. Fetch Oracle, that could be coming soon. I know that on the 6th, that Crypto Crazy did an interview with Walrus, the growth manager there for Liquid Lines, and that they were basically wrapping it up this week with the audit changes and review of that issue that they had with the Fetch Oracle. So I've pushed that Fetch Oracle out until the 12th. So we may very well see it on Sunday or Monday next week, something like that, maybe Tuesday. So this definitely seems to be getting close. So I think we still have Liquid Lines and Power City launch in November. I think that's still holding at the moment, but definitely would like to see Fetch Oracle out, Sunday or early next week. At the moment, that's kind of the play. And that's going to unleash a number of protocols. Liquid Lines, of course, is complete. So that's going to launch pretty closely there. I don't think it's going to launch 3 or 4 days afterwards, but they may surprise us. They may surprise us with the Fetch Oracle. Fetch Oracle is going to be very centralized at the beginning, and it's going to be increasingly decentralized as they launch up there, ramp it up. Just remember that. So, yeah, that's the play. Liquid Loans there as well, and then Power City following after that. Now, Power City may launch any time in here, so I've just got it delayed here at the moment, needing that the Fetch Oracle needs to have Pulse X pricing in there too, not just Pulse. Now, Power City is also going to be having a dual system too. They're going to run their own centralized Oracle as well as using Fetch Oracle. So that's coming up there too. And of course, Brista should follow as well. So actually, I've got Brista a day behind Liquid Lines. We'll see how we get on. Also, Tetra, of course, coming up there on the 17th of November with the DEX aggregator and, of course, the Atlas dashboard as well. So that's pretty big. Tetra, keep track of Tetra. It's really is got a lot of cool offerings coming to Pulsechain and coming very soon. So you can still pick up Tetra at the moment on the market. Definitely one to look out for. Obviously not endorsement, but it's definitely got a lot going for it. Tetra staking pool also coming up there on the 24th. So it's the next round of staking pools there. So it's going to be pretty bullish for Tetra. And then, of course, we've got TRH V4 potentially at the end of November, early December is the time frame. This is what I've penciled in here after talking with someone in our community. And, of course, we've got Pulsebot coming in potentially mid-December. That be interesting to see how that relies on Fetch Oracle. So that's still coming up there, the world's first peer-to-peer crypto casino. Obviously, that's on BNB at the moment, coming to Pulsechain. And then we've got Randy Alaski's Note project there coming to 9-inch DEX as well, coming up there also. TYCZ, DeFi Binance, that's still playing out at the moment. So that's in the brand new of the new year. Now, obviously, Jacob's working on a ton of stuff, and he's a super dev. There's no doubt about it, and he's got a great team. But there's a lot of stuff on the plate. So, but this is the kind of the order we're expecting it at the moment. TYRH V4 GameFi upgrade. This is supposed to be a significant upgrade. And then, of course, PulsePot. That's going to be probably slightly enhanced, or maybe it's a slightly changed version of BNB pot at this stage. Maybe not. You never know with Jacob, but that's kind of the play there. And of course, then TYCZ, DeFi Binance, which could be a real game changer, taking on Binance, offerings directly. This could be amazing with the potential mining and all sorts of cool stuff that we see happening in some of the spaces like Zen, for example, with Zenium chain and things like that. So keep a watch out for that. It may also possibly, as far as I know, be the first. I don't know whether he's going to do this, but if he's taken on centralized exchange with as the first decentralized order book, and if anyone's known how to do that, I guess it's going to be Jacob. Because it's borrowing some of the potentially stuff learnings that he got from PulsePot, so that's coming up as well. So that's kind of the roadmap at the moment. That's not all the projects, of course. There's over 180 projects coming to Pulsechain, but that's many of the big ones there that we know of. So kind of cool. Now, Win-Win project. Win-Win, it's not on here, but I have asked them for an update. They're always talking about October, November. Haven't really heard much from them about that at this stage. So I guess maybe December we might get Win-Win projects. Not on here, but we'll see whether we get anything update from the Win-Win project there. Looking forward to that, actually, because it's got staking and jackpot pools. So I think that might actually be a good combination. People give up their staking benefit for the chance to win big, and of course multiple protocol tokens as well. Hopefully they do get that up and running sooner than later. Once again, maybe they're waiting for Fetch Oracle. I don't know whether they're going to do that, use that or not, but that is the play. That gets us into Hex Daily Stats. Before we do that, though, let's see who else has jumped in the chat. Let me go way back up here. What we got to? We got Brian, the Pumpkin Owl. We got the Ryan in there. Zen with the rockets up there from Ryan Torres. Zen is absolutely mooning today. Maybe we'll have a quick look at that too before we have a look at the Hex Daily Stats. Bye 9-inch and all that money, says Academiciated. Hey, look, $16 million gone into that, and at the moment it's getting discounted, isn't it? So actually, let me have a quick look at the value on that. I want to see the market cap because that's kind of the best indicator of, I think, at the moment. I'm sure it will bounce back, but at the moment, it's certainly under a lot of pressure. Let me have a look at 9-inch there. Have a look at the market cap. Market cap $16 million. So it's pretty much at the sacrifice level, $16 million. This is just on Pulsechain, of course, doesn't include the Ethereum side, but if we add in Ethereum, let's add in Ethereum there. Where's Ethereum? 4.2. So still arguably still above sacrifice. 20 million versus 16 million. So, but definitely, it's going to have to launch the rest of its launch phase, and then of course build up that momentum and confidence again. So I'm sure it will come right, and it may be an opportunity to pick up at the moment. Have you seen the movie A Pretty Woman? You got was it Richard Gere, and his whole thing was he was buying companies that he would break up and sell off for individual pieces, stuff like that. So maybe it's just an opportunity like that where you get to get in nice and cheap on something that recovers and does well. Stick with RH products, is Academiciated. Oh, you can't go wrong with the Richard Hart Golden Cryptos, that's for sure. They are the anchor of the chain. Hexholder says, I feel like making a FUD tweet about if you all want to take a look. Hexholder. Well, this is a no drama channel, Hexholder, so we don't really get into that much stuff. So, as you know, we'd like to have a rally, so buy the dip if your work. I'm good, says Hexholder. Yeah, well, there's definitely an opportunity there. Best way to get 9M airdrop tokens is to buy and hold Pulse OG tokens in your wallet. And they have upgraded it, haven't they, Pulse Beta? They were going to upgrade it, was it 20%? For secondary market buys, because secondary market buys aren't as good as the Genesis buys, but I'm sure that they upgraded those in terms of the amount that you could get. So yeah, you might want to follow up with the team if you're buying Pulse OGs for 9M, because they will be getting regular drops every month, I think it is. What else there? Let's jump through here. Possibly it says BBC token is forever dump token. Everything added will still be use BBC to be dumped. That's true at this stage. They do have single-sided staking, though, Pulse Beta. I guess they've got that too, as well as the farm. So there is some place for it to go, but yeah, ultimately that is correct. Technically, as long as there is some liquidity, the price cannot be zero. That is true. Let me jump through some of that. Hexol says, yeah, I made a lot on PTGC and even more on Mega. Well done to you, Hexol. Let me jump through. So we've got Butch as well. Any intel on Pulse you can share? Hey, look, I'm not actually going to be talking much about Pulse, Butch. I think they're an Eastern European team. I just don't think that they up to scratch on a lot of stuff. Like in terms of just a bit suspect about the team. That's probably the way I put it there, Butch. That's probably where I leave that there. I know they were sponsoring Go Pulse early on, but they made some mistakes in some of their commentaries about trying to name brand names and stuff like that versus Rich and things. But yeah, I'd have to see a lot more from that team to get any confidence in it. Superman uses log like a pro. Many of the streamers don't do that. Hey, thanks, Hex. I do appreciate that. Pumpkin L says Hex Token. I know you don't really cover it, but I got involved in Conrad Z PZen. We have covered Conrad's Zen PZen. Yeah, not PZen, but PZen, yeah, with the Z. And I must say, it's been performing well. Not sure if you've looked at it. Thought it was worth mentioning. Yeah, well, I used to be in my coverage, Pumpkin L. I dropped it when Pulsechain launched, but I used to cover it quite a bit. Bitcoin, what's it? Hi, sir and all sirs. Hey, good to see you, Kim. Welcome to the chat from Superman Crypto. Waiting for win-win, says Brennan. Yeah, I think that's a good combination. I think, yeah, I know the guy's not a dev and he's kind of just an entrepreneur, crypto. I mean, there's millions of them now. But I think the idea was a good idea. And so we look forward to that optimistically. Obviously not an endorsement, but yeah, it certainly does seem kind of cool. Banana Junkie says Zen. Yeah, Zen's been mooning. Like I say, Zen will go up with the gas price. That is a key thing there. Adam says next 6 months I'm collecting coins like Maria. Was it Mario? Okay, boy does it. My head hurts, says Adam. Yeah, but it's funny. There's PZN on Pulse chat. Pumped. It looks good, says Exodal. Nice one. Well, congratulations to you that are in Conrad Zen's PZN chat. Maybe we'll pull it up just because you guys are asking. We aim to please. Let's plug up PZN. I think I took it off my chart. I can't remember the reason why I did, but I think the volumes were getting pretty low at the time. So yeah, PZN Pulse, is that the one? Let's have a look there. Oh yeah, it's had a nice little rally in there. So was that a bull flag maybe? No, I know what you say. I think that is the chart there. All right, cool. It's a reflection token, isn't it? Got taxes you earn by holding, and it just pays it to your wallet. It's very clever, actually. Hex Otto, I think you gave me some for some time ago. Yeah, actually, I just realized I haven't got the chart up there. I haven't got the chart. So my bad. All right, let's go to PZN again. I thought I had the chart up there. I didn't have it there. All right, PZN. No, PZN. Let's start with the Z. Let me put Z in. My bad. All right, cool. Let me show it one time. I did that the other day, right? I forgot to show the chart because I'd gone back to my my main view. But that is the chart there on PZN. Yeah, basically you hodl it and you get paid reflections. So some people it's probably been very good. I kind of felt that the price needed to get up to 2-3 cents, and it's actually 1.5 cents at the moment. So it's actually getting close to where I thought. This target here on the price, if it managed to stay up and hold that for a long period of time, that would make it quite a profitable proposition in my view, up in this 2 to 3 cent range. I think I did some math around that. It's currently at 1.6, which is not too bad. Not too bad there. So congratulations to everybody in that. That is heading in the right direction. All right. What else are we going to say? I think that's it. Yeah, we're going to have a look at, we might as well have a quick look at Zen while people are talking about it. Zen has had a big moon today, and the gas prices are driving that, right? So that's the Zen price. Got all the way up to 8,265. It may very well lose a zero. A zero would be up here on the old Zen. And of course, what else on the daily? The other cool thing is not only gas prices are higher, but you've got GDZN launching on Ethereum in a couple of days. So, wow, that could be some interesting stuff there to see what happens whether GDZN's managed to burn a lot of Zen. It'll be interesting to see this chart over the next couple of days. So that is a DGZN about to launch. Obviously, it's launched on Pulsechain, right? We saw that successful launch on Pulsechain. So we'll see how it goes on the Ethereum. It's funny how it did Ethereum the last. It's like 13 different chains with Zen in it. So it's going to be last there. All right, that gets us on to Hex. Let's do it. Hex.com, folks. Check it out. Links in the video description. And, of course, let's get into the results for day. What day? Day 1439. It's not out yet, but we have got yesterday's number. Yesterday's number, which I didn't read out yesterday, is 7.3 on Ethereum. What a great day in the office that was for the old Hex there. Let's have a look at the penalties that were for yesterday on the old Ethereum chain for Hex. 30.5 million Hex penalties. Wow, that's so good. Really, really good. We had some nice growth numbers too on the old ETH chain too. See how we're getting some changes in the ETH trends? We're starting to get miners back up on the Ethereum there, and we're starting to see more growth numbers in the holders too. That's cool, man. That's cool. I like seeing that on the Ethereum chain. On Pulsechain, we've got day 1439. So what's that? That's day 182. And of course, we've got the date there, 10th of November, 1.466 cents there. And we've got down 5.6% today on the old Pulsechain. The payout, though, that's the main number, 6.7 today. Looking very, very good indeed. Share rate up slightly there to 30,300. The average mining there, 6.9 years, 38% APY for existing T-share holders. The T-shares are down 1,200. We've got 9.8 million T-shares in the ownership pool on the old Pulsechain side for X. And the penalties, pretty good penalties, 1.7 million. Not as good as yesterday, though. Look at that, almost 12 million yesterday. And we've got 9.66% of all coins locked on the old Pulsechain side. The growth numbers, down 13 liquid holders on Pulsechain, but up 27 miners, and we're at 124,456 miners. So that's day 182 results for Hex. Hex.com, of course, check it out. Ethereum's coming up a bit late there for day 1439. We'll probably check that tomorrow. I don't know why they don't come out at the same time, but must be something with the API there. So we're on day 1440 for Ethereum, and day 183, day 6 month day 183 for the old Pulsechain. So looking pretty good. 6 months. Well, that's the day we're on right now. So enjoy it. In 12 hours time, I guess we'll be at the exact time of 6 months. So you can celebrate at your own home with a Chardonnay. No, I'm just kidding. You have a good time though. All right, so Hex.com, check it out. That's the way we rock and roll. 57 minutes on the hour. Let's have a look. Who else has jumped in here? In fact, Hexol, you haven't been in the chat for some time. You come back in strong form though. Let me have a look here. Hey, we've got Clinton in the house there. G'day, Hex Token crew. Good to see you, Clintons. Welcome to the chat. What else there? I think that's it at the moment. You posted a couple of links in there, pumpermentals.com and Hex.com. Nice one, Hex Huddle. All right. Hope you guys enjoy it. 1 hour. That's pretty much how we rock and roll. Now, if you haven't joined the channel, we got you can join on Superman Crypto or on Hex Token channel. Obviously, we're streaming virtually every day. And of course, covering the Pulsechain launch. That's what we're doing. We're documenting it, and we're only just about to hit 6 months, so it's still very early. And we're in that accumulation phase still. Very cool. Now, if you want to join as a member on Superman Crypto or Hex Token channel, hit the join button. We've got a number of memberships. But if you want to get into our Discord, the link is in the video description. And of course, we've got 2 different Discords now. We've got the general membership, so you can join that. That's for $5 a month at 16 cents a day. But we have got a brand new secret little private exclusive club on the Strategy Club. So you can join Strategy Club on Hex Token Discord. I've just announced that today, and you can get hold of that in the links in the video description. That is $35 US a month, and you're going to get access to, so just over $1 a day, you're going to get access to talking about all the cool gamification and strategy that I don't generally cover on the live YouTube, and you can get access to that. And it's a place we're going to have calendar events and, of course, general casual chats about different projects and the best strategy to get the most out of it. So the link's in the description for that. Hex Huddle, you're kind of spamming the chat with a lot of stuff. Anyway, so yeah, that's kind of cool. All right, but definitely join up to Superman Crypto. He's spamming the chat with my own content. There we go. Superman Crypto, join up today. All right, kind of cool. And of course, that is Pulsechain YouTube as well. Thanks very much, Hex Huddle. Nice one there. All right, what else we got going in there? I think that's kind of it. Hey, Hex Token, Superman, thanks you so much for your dedication. We appreciate you. Hey, you're welcome there, Pumpkin Out. No problems. These are your live streams. I know. All right. Yeah, so the latest one there, the latest one in Discord. Join up, folks. And, of course, we're going to talk about strategy in the Strategy Club. I've just stealth launched it at the moment just now. So you guys can join up to that and get involved. We're going to have a couple of really good people in there as well, offering strategy insights also. So that's kind of play there. Now, that's where we get to have a discussion about a certain project. We're going to cover project specifically, get into the deep dive. I'm going to show you quite a few tricks that are that you can do to get the best out of crypto. And so yeah, it's pretty neat there. It's hopefully going to be some good stuff. So we're going to be covering Pulsechain, but we'll be covering a few other projects that are on Ethereum as well in terms of those strategy discussions. So it's going to be pretty epic. All right, links to that in the video description. Join the Discord today. We've got all the information, all the alpha, and the best community. It's the place to be. And of course, I will catch you guys all again tomorrow. And of course, here we are on Hex.com, the greatest of them all by Richard Art. And looking forward to this having a big move soon as well. All right, hope you guys enjoyed it. And there we are. There's the Discord. That's one of the Discord links. That's the general one there, the general one. And of course, we've also got the Strategy Club as well. All right, peace out, everybody. Take care. And Pumpkin Owl's in the house there says Strategy Club. And nice one there, Pumpkin Owl. I'll see you in the chat. Now, if you're in the general Discord, you won't be able to see the Strategy Club. It is exclusive. And of course, we're going to have a couple of very smart guests in there as well. So you're going to get some good all-round experience there. So it's going to be a great place. All right, take care. Peace out. Okay, guys, catch you tomorrow. I've got to have some lunch. It's getting really hot here. The sunny is so sunny outside. Seriously, it's not even full on summer yet. And we've gone from rain to sun. So just the way it goes. All right, Clinton says, cheers, sir. You're welcome. Let's play some music on the way out. And actually, let's not play music. Let's play Richard Art on the fundamentals of Pulsechain, because I think it's always important to remember that. So let's play out this cool one here. I like this video. All right, peace out. Take care. Bye for now.
If it accrues so much value and gets so many users, yeah, the fees will go up. And you'll just get really, really rich holding Pulse watching. Oh no, more really, really rich people. Like, you can't, here's the thing. You cannot force a free market to keep things cheap, because then crappy use cases that aren't valuable will outbid useful and valuable use cases. And do you want your chain with limited capacity to be filled up with crap? No, you don't want your chain filled up with crap. You want it filled up with nice, good things. Well, then how do you know what the difference between nice and crap is? By bidding. And the people that see more value in the chain pay more to use the chain. And then your limited resource chain, through the bidding mechanism, is filled with the most valuable things that people can fill it with. And so this like socialist USSR decree that, oh, we're just going to have cheap fees forever, it doesn't work. Because there's a finite amount of space and you have to allocate it to certain users. And who should you allocate it to? Those that can most afford it, because they're bidding with their money for how valuable the transaction is. So the solution to a limited resource isn't to screw around with the pricing. The solution to a limited resource is to create more of the resource. So the Ethereum chain is full. Great. Well, we're going to make one with 4 times more throughput, and it won't be full. It'll be empty. And let's go fill it up.